give us a brief introduction to yourself?
I'm Michael Pedersen. I'm the founder of Uhasibu. And Uhasibu is a small cloud-based accounting system focused on small and medium enterprises in East Africa. It follows the legislation and the workflows that we have here. So it tries to help people in SMEs do their business more efficiently.
What is the nature of your business?
Our main mandate is to improve financial management for SMEs in East Africa. And later on, that will also include to help SMEs grow their regional trade. I mean, for instance, when a Kenyan small company sells to a Ugandan small company, all the transaction is now quoted in dollars, and the Uganda company has to pay in dollars. So that means that first the Uganda company changes his money into dollars, gives it to the Kenya company, which then changes it into Kenya shillings. Now, that's not very clever because you're paying the banks twice for an exchange fee. I mean, they don't exchange money for free, so it makes it much more costly and thereby much more inefficient. So that's some of the sort of things we help by making tools that actually work with Kenyan currencies, East African currencies and stuff like that.
What made you enter this line of business?
I'd had some experience working with SMEs and in SMEs in Kenya, and that exposed me to the business procedures and the way financial management was done and wasn't done and stuff like that. So I saw a huge need for running your business more professionally, more compliant, and much more, using financial management much more aggressive to help some of the needs that I see many small companies have. I mean, a lot of companies have issues with cash flow, where accidentally one month they may be late on paying salaries, or they may be late in paying their whatever, and it usually comes down to lack of proper planning and overview, and that's some of the things that proper financial management can help.
What challenges do you face?
I think the biggest challenge for us is that no one wants to do paperwork. Paperwork is not fun, right? You have to sit down and organize your numbers and your papers and make sure you have everything documented the way it's supposed to. It's just not fun, right? So even though you bring a really good solution to it, it still comes back to the point that, well, okay, it makes it easier to do the thing I hate to do, but I still have to do it.
How do you handle the challenges?
We're trying to create awareness because most often it's because people are not aware of how great it is to have this sort of thing sorted. So that goes a lot along the lines of compliancy, because if you're starting a new company in Kenya, it can be very difficult to be compliant, very difficult. There's so many regulations you have to follow, and figuring out how to do it is just hard. So for any founder of a company, he would probably be much more busy, running the company than running after some government institution to be certified to do whatever it is he's doing. He'd much rather do it because that's what makes the money. But unfortunately, it's the law, and you have to register for this and that, and you have to follow these procedures. You have to be compliant, because otherwise you're going to be fined.
Advice for aspiring SMEs.
Try to be compliant. it's very hard to be compliant. There's a lot of rules, but a lot of them you can actually do with a few hours of effort. You can register for this, or you can do this, or you can do that. It's just figuring out how to go about it, and that, so just try, make an effort to be compliant, to do your account, to do your registration, to do your taxes, and so on. And it doesn't require much in the beginning. It's much harder later. So do it early. Do it very early. Do it from the beginning. And it is a requirement by law. I mean, you are not allowed to have your company if by registering your company you actually agreed that you would be doing this, right? So you're not fulfilling your promise as a businessman.